Ladies, oh, why? Stupid freaking flamethrower. I'm better though. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Building with BdoubleO, your boy. Last episode, we built this beauty ship here. Thanks for your responses on it. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I'm glad y'all liked it. There's something off in the distance there that's driving a man crazy. That little floating pillar right there drives me nuts. I'm going to have to take it down one day. But I just removed all the trees here, collected a lot of wood. I've got a lot of wood over there now. So I actually removed them because I was seeing them through the city walls, and they were throwing my immersion off just a little bit. Something that doesn't throw my immersion off is that I can see the sails of this ship from inside the city from time to time, which is an awesome, awesome feeling. That is a lot of squid. Let's get them. Let's get them. Yeah. A couple of ink sacs ain't ever gonna hurt. Yes, thank you. I am in the new snapshot. That is what I want to tell you about today. I'm in the new snapshot 1604. And there have been some bug fixes and whatnot, but they've subtly added some new sounds in again. They've been working on getting a lot of new sounds in the game. That's enough ink, I think. But these new sounds, I've been kind of playing around for a while. I've got something new that I want to show you that we're going to work on together today. These new sounds are pretty great. Pretty great, I think. They're definitely different. What? Hold up. Huh? That's new. What? That's weird. Let's turn the sound up for the sounds. Just so we hear them. If you didn't hear that before. It's different. It's all right. It's not bad. It's got some of the original in there as well. Here's a new one. The trapdoors. Don't get out. Don't get out. You all hear that? That's crazy. Here's another new one. Chests. Totally reworked. The sound in chest is totally different now. Is that crazy or what? Look at that. You can see the ship from over there. It's so cool. But yeah, it's nice that that tree's down. It was right there. It was looking really weird. Got this big, huge Nordic looking tree out in this arid, dry desert. So it was killing it for me. But let's walk down the street, okay? Walk down the street, receive immersion right now. Walking down the street, and we come down this road, which I think I'm actually just going to say screw it to these roads. There's so much work to do. You got to grow all this grass. And then I think just sticking with this same road scheme throughout the city is going to be the best move. I think that's the way we're going to go. But we come this way and we've got this building here. One of the main things that I was getting from people last episode was people saying, you are right in the fact that you need different heights throughout the city. And we have some. There are some different heights throughout here, but nothing on like a more grand scale. Now this isn't helping us a whole lot because it's right next to the pyramid and it kind of blocks the view of the pyramid. I may move it. I don't think I'm going to move it. I think I'm going to leave it because I think the location works out really well. But I think we'll do something this scale and this size somewhere else throughout the city. But here's the deal. Dealio. It's nice. It works out well for us. You can see it from multiple different angles. You can definitely see it coming down this street, you know. But it's not done. We need to work on it together some. I spent some time in the end, and I collected just an absolute crap ton of endstone. A load of endstone. several inventory trips worth. And the reason why I did that, I've got plenty of sandstone around here, but the end stone is something that really adds. Now, for these buildings, I don't necessarily need the end stone. I can throw the planks in, and that adds the depth and detail and interest to these buildings. But when you're dealing with more of a upscale, high class structure, wood does not help the situation at all. Putting wood planks in here isn't making this look any better. It's not helping our cause. We're wanting to make this look a little more on the upscale side of things. So end stone is very necessary, and I think I've decided it's going to be very good to implement it into the pyramid as well to help add detail to these sides and whatnot. But so first of all, well, not this is I've already done first of all. I've done many of alls. Ellie Beatmaker tweeted at me. He said he agreed that we needed some different heights. He said you should put some obelisks in the city of Escher, and I had to look up what an obelisk is. An obelisk is it's just basically like a tall tower with a little mini pyramid on top. Now we can't do this on a one wide, but these are like little mini obelisks on the side of this building. Unfortunately, they blend in a little bit. Sometimes there's little carvings on them and stuff. So I mean, it kind of works as an obelisk, kind of. Like I don't know. I'm not hating it too bad. I think it's okay. But this is a building style that you see quite often in kind of like maybe Egyptian architecture. You see buildings like this where the corners are kind of slanted in, and then the whole building kind of leans inwards like that. So I think it's definitely fitting our scenario and fitting our scene fairly well. But let's talk about the purpose of this building. What is this, and why is it so close to the pyramid? I don't think there's any problem having it there. We're going to have a lot of just unadulterated views of the pyramid, so I don't think it's going to kill us too bad. Just from over there, it's going to block some of the view. But it's also giving a sense of scale to this as well. This is going to be a religious building. I want this to be a type of a place of worship, or a place to house the religious people of the kingdom, nation, city of Escher. And I've hung dark gray and light gray banners here. And here's where things will get really, really interesting. Okay. Like I said, we're going to do some more detail building here to try to help these sides. I think these pillar types things, not pillars, but these corner structures are really good. It's just these sides need some work. We'll work on that. But lore wise, let's talk the lore. Gray, dark gray and light gray. The reason why we're going with these colors is because I want to have this religion, whatever we decide this religion is, I want to have this be a religion that spreads across the entire, what would this be called? Basically the entire world. As all of you know, religions, they don't just stay within one. You don't just have a religion like in the state of California and that's it. No, people spread their religion across the world. That's what ends up happening. And I don't want to do that here. I don't want to keep it just strictly to, okay, only these people worship this type of thing. We could have that in some rare areas, but this place, I want it to be, we'll have, something like this in Timberstone. We'll have something like this maybe in the Spawn area in some of our other kingdoms. So this religion will carry over. It doesn't mean that this is the only religion out there either. We could have a different church. I have a different church style that I'd like to try out as well. And we could potentially pop that somewhere within the city. So yeah, there could be different types of religions, different types of places of worship. But the reason why I went with black and gray is because I want these people to come across as they aren't loyal, or they claim to not be loyal to a certain kingdom, certain nation, or whatever. They're only loyal to the gods that they serve. So they don't take on the colors of anybody else. They don't take on the colors, the yellow and blue of Escher. And they don't take on the red and yellow of whatever the Spawn Kingdom is going to be. You know, they're not going to take on the certain colors of a certain place. They're you know, loyal only to the god that they serve, right? So now I kind of have to decide what they worship. You know, who is their god? Who are their gods? Are there multiple gods? How does it work? There's a lot of religions in the real world that we could kind of base this off of. But yeah, it's something that I'll have to kind of think about. I wanted to kind of have something worked out before the episode started, but I couldn't really think of anything, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll keep thinking about this as I'm recording the episode here, which is going to go up late today, by the way. I was talking with some of the crew guys, and we had just talked about how it's so much fun to be able to get into a game and absolutely immerse yourself in it and play. It's very important too to be able to play and not think about recording all the time. I don't know if you guys understand how it is when you're thinking about recording all the time and what footage I gotta get up and blah 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 blah. It kind of like ideas like this don't come about. You may not think this is the most epic idea in the entire world, but still, it's an idea. So, yeah, it's just kind of fun to be able to just chill and play. And if the video gets up late, it's on YouTube, so you're gonna see it at some point, right? But yeah. Anyway, my one idea that I had, and I think this is, I'm probably not gonna go with it because I've kind of played it out quite a bit. But I love the idea of walking into this place. It's a large space. Walking into this place and having just like a central little sanctuary area where there's water. I mean, the whole place is so desolate, you know? Not necessarily desolate, but it's just a dry, arid area. Have a place right in the middle, water, grass, and a really just large tree right here. But I've done it. I've done the tree thing so much. And, you know, on the Society of Wolves, the Let's Build, Jay is doing kind of a tree worship thing. So that we kind of take from that as well. So I'm thinking I probably won't go that route. I want to come up with something a little more creative. There are some really cool things that we could potentially do. Statues of gods and stuff like that. So that's kind of where we're sitting right now. I want to tell you now my game plan for what I plan on doing here. So, got to get these sidewalls detailed. They're pretty boring right now, and I need to get them looking interesting. And I think I'm gonna try some end stone, like just weaving it into the design there, and see if that kind of helps. I'll tell you this: these right here, these parts were all the smooth sandstone brick before, and then I implemented the. Hello, did I hear a noise? I implemented the end stone brick, and all of a sudden they pop. They just look really interesting. Just a little texture change. You don't have to get crazy with depth. Like here, kind of an ornate entrance. Trying to add some depth with some stairs and fences and stuff like that. But with this, didn't have to do all that. Just have to do some different block changes and whatnot. But anyway, that's kind of where we're sitting. My goal now is to get this thing looking interesting, get it looking beautiful. And while I do that, I'm just going to be thinking. I'm going to be thinking about the potential religion here and how it all works, okay? So I'll be on that, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Something weird just happened. Something very weird. I just killed a skeleton, and luckily it dropped this thorns. So I shot it, and when I shot it, I got damaged. Well, the first time I didn't get damaged, but the second time I shot it, I got damaged. Because of the horns. You know how that works? When I got damaged, I made this noise. Like it went, whoom, whoom. It was really hard to explain. I don't understand. And I don't know if that was the thorns, like a noise of thorns, or if that was like a damage sound. So I'm going to try to get hit here a couple times. 5, 6. Okay. So it's not that. It's not that. Boy, you crazy. Now let's see. He stopped. Oh. I was gonna say. Okay, see, the thing is, I think he'd have to be receiving it. Huh? You're dead. Okay. Test that for yourself, I guess. If you, like, if you're on a server and somebody has thorns and you're in the new snapshot, maybe this has been around for a little bit, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. Interesting. I love hearing all these new sounds. It's just a new thing randomly popping up from time to time. But anyway, I did some work here and I'm okay with what I'm doing right now. So suck it. Things went a little gothic and I'm okay with it. We got a little gothic by putting this walkway on the outside. The good thing about this, the benefit of this is that it blocks this wall here. It gives a point of interest so we don't have to go crazy with some sort of detail on that wall. This wall was pretty easy. We've already got some banners on the side, so just boom, 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 pop some windows in there, and that adds interest there. Up top now, I just did that. You see what it is. It's just a little archway with fences on the inside, and that seems to add some interest as well. It's not my favorite thing. I haven't come up with anything great. Although I have thought that maybe it could be something that ties into the religion that we're working with here. Possibly. I also moved these guys out. These epitaphs, or what are these called? These are ecalypses. Oh man, I freaking forgot. What are they called? I said it just a few minutes ago. What they were. Obelisks. Aha! Genius. So yeah, I moved these out a block just so there's walkway here was a little easier to walk down. I also put some, try to make it interesting, make the ceiling interesting. This was a spot where birchwood was able to kind of come into the equation a little bit and not make things look too crappy while adding a new texture to the situation. So this is okay for the moment. It's okay. I like it. If I would have built this a year ago, I'd be freaking thrilled with it. So for right now, I'm okay with it. Where we go from here, I'm not sure. Probably when I'm trying to sleep tonight, I'm going to come up with ideas. But for right now, I think it's going to work. I mean, when you walk down this road, you definitely get a beautiful, just a nice feel. It's a building that really stands out, and it's really nice. I also want to take you over here before we go inside. I want to take you over to the original house that we built and just pop up to the top and get a nice overlook of things, because this is a viewpoint here. Here's a spot. Dude lives out here. His name is BdoubleO, and he likes to check things out, So yeah, there you go. I fell down. It's not bad. Obviously, it doesn't add a lot of height to the city in this direction, but if you're looking from over there, the entrance to the city, it does. So it's a decent look, right? Would love to add some color to it, but I'm not freaking out over it. I think it's okay. I think if I pop a tree right here, it could work. It could work. It could be nice. I'm also scared of making the jump to going with some different colors and textures, but I think I might try that. I might rebuild this in a test world and just try some other things, you know, implementing some logs, some other things, but we'll see. As of right now, I think we got a good thing going. We definitely had a nice structure in place and we pertified it, which is the goal for sure. But let's talk religion now, okay? I have some ideas, and this just popped into my head, and I thought this could be pretty cool. 3 gods, the god of earth, the god of wind, and the god of fire. Oh, I see you in there. I see you, you screw. Yes, I see you. Oh my gosh. There we go. This could be dangerous. It is dangerous. Hi. Okay. All right. We're good. We're safe. It's dark in here. But I put a roof on the place. And put a floor down. And I think it's cool. But here's what I'm thinking. God of earth, wind, and fire. Now, there is an old band from what? The 70s or the 80s called Earth, Wind, and Fire? Which is probably why it came to my head. But it could be cool. It could be cool. Earth, wind, and fire, right? And I'm thinking of statues for these gods. And you could have one god that has like, you know, stone and dirt and stuff around him, or in some places maybe he's built out of dirt and stone. You know, some other things that represent earth. The god of fire, which would obviously be fire, lava, nether type blocks. Could be easy, you know. Wind, you could do like quartz, maybe try to implement like a white wool for like a cape kind of blowing or something like that. But I kind of pictured these, like if we were to do 3 of them, we could do 1, 2, 3 like that. 3 statues, boom, boom, boom. But with this height, it could be a little tough. How it kind of comes in, it would have to force them in. So I was thinking 4 then. And we could put them in the corners, corner statues. 1 here, 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 and here. Earth, wind, fire, and water, then. And you could do a lot of things with earth, wind, fire, and water. Now, it doesn't match with the band name, which is too bad. That'd be amazing. But earth, wind, fire, and water could give us, we could do square buildings for the churches and have them in each corner. Or something that resembles them, right? And even smaller buildings where you could do just little things to help kind of, you know, show that there's like a statue or something that you could pray to or light a candle to or something, you know? So that's what I'm thinking. Earth, wind, water, and fire. And maybe we say them out of order, like fire, water, earth, and wind. Then it doesn't sound like the band name is bad. Maybe it's a little on the cheesy side, but I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? Dude, this is a freaking church. What are you doing? So that could be one religion that we have, and I think it would work out well. I wish I would have thought of this beforehand, the whole idea of the earth, wind, and fire, doing 3. Because we could then have like very iconic looking 3-sided buildings that would, I mean, if you see a 3-sided building, then you know for sure that that's a place of worship. But yeah, I don't know. I think we got a good plan so far. I think it's going to work out pretty well. But let me know. The thing is, I don't want to sell myself on that idea just yet because I want to know what you guys think of it. And I want to know if you guys have any ideas. This is kind of, it's almost a little bit embarrassing because like If anybody from my high school knew that I was making videos talking about this stuff, they would laugh so freaking hard at me. Like, what a freaking nerd, B-dubs. You are such a nerd. Ooh, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh, we worship this, we worship that. Hey, you freaking nerd? Yes, maybe. Ah, yeah, you can see it from over the wall. That's nice. Yeah, great point of interest right there. I love it. But yeah, let's discuss potential religions and worship things that these people do. And we also need to come up with another one. Because I'd like to make another church in this area. Could be kind of cool. I was also thinking of having like a little arena or a fighting pit or something like that. And we're kind of running out of space, but we do have quite a bit of space over here. And we can work our way outside the walls as well. But that's going to do it for today, okay? We're going to call it right here because I think we got a good thing going. Did a good job, I think. Looks pretty nice. But like I said, I'll work on some other things. I think to this point, we got something going. So, religion was the topic of the day. We did some good stuff. I'm out for now, and we'll see you all in the next episode.